Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Kung Fu of Holacracy. I'm Karim Bichet of Clear Paths Consulting. In this episode I want to talk a little bit about good lead linking, how to be a good lead link. Lead links are a really unique and, in my perception, powerful role in a holacratic organization. And even though they are not at all operational in any way, they are still incredibly crucial to the healthy running of a holacratic organization. And I want to talk about one particular very powerful tool that a lead link can use to influence and to inspire the circle to move in a particular direction. I want to talk about the use of metrics. In the book, The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team, Patrick Lencioni speaks of that part of the big problem that business teams face that, for example, sports teams don't, is that there isn't a clear scoreboard. With a sports team, you know when you're winning or when you're losing. You can be still selfish or self-centered as a player, but there's no doubt in whether or not your team is doing well because the scoreboard is right there and you're either up or you're down. It's not always the same thing for business teams. Holacracy really approaches that in a very creative way, in my opinion. It does so through the use of many aspects, but particularly I want to talk about metrics. Metrics are, a number that the lead link decides, a series of numbers that each role will report on that we will look at together as a team at least once a week. Metrics can also be done, quarterly or annually or monthly. But imagine that, not only do you have a scoreboard for your team now, but you can actually control what the scoreboard is. It's an incredibly powerful tool that I haven't actually seen a lot of lead links use as wisely and as accurately as they actually can use it to its full potential. So let's say, for example, you are the lead link of the general company circle, the GCC. And right now, the issue is that the company's running out of cash. You have good revenue, but you're running out of cash. You can choose which metrics you're going to use in order to inspire your team to focus on a particular scoreboard. So instead of just looking at revenue or profitability, you change the metrics of the general company circle to say, we're looking at cash flow, we're looking at, length of time of accounts receivable, whatever we want to look at in order to make sure that our cash flow is going in the positive. You're galvanizing your team, you're collecting everyone to focus on a particular scoreboard of your choosing. A month or two later, the cash flow is now positive for the organization, but now we have a problem is that we're going stale. We're still in old markets and we're not really growing in new markets. You change the scoreboard. You remove the cash flow metric and instead you add a metric about how many new markets, how many new innovations are we approaching. And with this simple but incredibly powerful tool, you are galvanizing and focusing your team on one scoreboard at a time in order to lead the strategy of the organization and hence the strategy of each circle. I hope this was helpful or useful. Again, please reach out with any feedback or questions or comments. Thank you.